Good morning, dolls, and welcome to Little Gretchen's workshop. It's Christmas Eve 2022, and we're winding up the Christmas countdown in the rooming house Dollhouse. In the midst of everything that has happened, Christmas came early for me this year. And I want to show you a very special gift I received from one of you precious dolls. A Wendy Waeghhe gave me this lovely fire to go in the fireplace that I made in a previous video. I will leave a link to the video when I made the fireplace, but this is absolutely lovely. It's a battery operated fire. It's got actual logs, and look, dolls, it actually lights up. It's beautiful. It's very realistic. I mean, the craftsmanship on it is outstanding. So I want to let you see how it looks all lit up. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Here, let me cover it. I really don't feel like the video gives this justice. It's amazing. I am so grateful and so honored that she thought enough of me to make something like this and gift this to me. So definitely Christmas came early for me, dolls, and I just wanted to share it with you and just give her a special shout out in this video because it has made all the difference to my fireplace. Now, I did have to make like a little access panel in the brick. I didn't think it through when I actually completed it. I guess so many things were on my mind. Now, in addition to the fire that Wendy gave me, I do have a little blinking battery-powered light. It's red and it blinks. Let me show you. I'm going to put it behind the fire that Wendy made me. And I'm putting it in just to give the fire some movement or activity. And here, dolls, I'm just showing you how I threaded it through. Both pieces are through. And because I made it almost like a hinge, I'm able to close it. And there's a little space at the bottom where the wires will still be visible, but you won't be able to see the actual mechanism that lights the lights. Now, you're probably wondering, like, she's absolutely destroyed the brick. And yes, I did totally ruin it making an access panel. So I had to come up with a way to cover or camouflage that damage. So I used a small piece of the embossed brick and some really stiff paper and covered it with Gorilla Wood glue and cut out some of the pieces of the brick so they'll kind of stagger. I'm using a little bit of my tacky wax to put it on there so it'll be removable. I can open and close it when I need to, but I don't actually have to glue it. And when it's on there, dolls, you can't detect it. You can't even tell that the access panel is there. So, dolls, sometimes you have to think of clever ways to make maintenance accessible. Now, dolls, in the midst of making the fire and the fireplace and everything, I didn't have a grate. And this was actually a leftover grate from another fireplace that I hadn't used. It's amazing how something that's been laying around for years will turn out to be exactly what you need. And again, dolls, this is why I don't throw anything away. Forgive me, dolls. I'm trying to do this one-handed, hold the camera and adjust everything, but I just really want you to see what it looks like inside the fireplace, but I don't want to drop the camera because I really want you to catch it at this angle. Wendy, I just have to tell you, you outdid yourself with that fire. I love it. So, dolls, if you look really closely, you may see I have some aluminum foil back there trying to help control the position of the wires, but I don't think it's really visible. I'm also glad from this angle you can't see the look of my removable brick panel. Come on, dolls, let me show you what I used to decorate the tree. Now, although my nails don't reflect it right now, I'm really into nail art, and I have lots and lots of jewels and gems from nail art projects that I've used previously, and they're the perfect size and scale for the Christmas tree. And I actually really decorated my tree a great deal on one side. I didn't put as many on the back part of the tree that'll be up against the wall. Now you can do what you want, but that's what I chose. Now I do have garland that's actually made out of almost like tinsel on pipe cleaner. And it was really easy to wrap around the tree and decorate. Now, my focus and concern today, now, y'all be aware that I did put quite a bit of moss on the Christmas tree to make it look a little bit fuller and a little bit more realistic. I did have video to show you how I did that, but somehow I deleted it. If I can pull it or restore the video, I will post it as a flashback to the Christmas Countdown series. And so here I am making my water and glue solution because I want to stiffen up this fabric here. It's some red fabric that I've had for many, many years. I've made multiple projects over the years for my original dollhouse with this fabric. And I'm actually going to use it to make a tree skirt for the Christmas tree. Now, I did put quite a bit of glue on it because I want it to be stiff. I really want it to be rigid because I'm going to glue it around the bottom of the tree base, and I'm going to make the base a little bit wider because I want it to look like it's spread out. Sort of like the fabric was just thrown down there and just swaddled around the base of the tree. So I do need to do something to make the base a little bit wider than it actually is. It's kind of narrow and it really is smaller than the base of the tree. So I have a remedy. So this is like a firm piece of like poster board or something like that. It came in some packaging. And this is just some electrical tape that I'm using as my template to make the base. It's a little bit wider than the bottom of the tree. I didn't make the circle perfect, dolls. There are times when everything doesn't have to be precise. I just want something to make the base of the tree wider so that the fabric on my tree skirt will have something to rest on. Now, you can take the time, use a protractor and make a perfect circle and cut it out perfectly, but it's really not necessary because after the base of the tree is glued to this and it's covered with fabric, no one will ever see it. Now, dolls, if you choose to use this process, any pieces of your fabric that won't stay under, look a little frayed or out of order, just use a little Fabric-Tac or Fabric-Fix to quick catch any of those little pieces that are disorderly. Then I allowed it to dry with something weighting it down. Now, dolls, if you've enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments. Also, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of Little Gretchen's Workshop. Bye-bye now, dolls.